For the past few days, I have been listening to a lot of old school records from the 70s. I've been listening to a lot of jazz and a lot of classical music as well. And I've just been really vibing on the melodies that those musicians did with those instruments. Normally when I listen to records like that, I want to chop them, I want to flip them, but it really got me inspired to start taking a look at my melody game and doing things from scratch on the keyboard live. Sometimes with these computers and this software, we just kind of take that for granted, just playing our melodies out or even upgrading our skills and just learning how to do that, just so we can get a more human feel and kind of make our melodies vibe a little bit more. But that's what I'm gonna be doing today. I'm gonna be cooking up in Ableton Live, making some stuff from scratch. And yeah, man, we're just gonna see if we can upgrade our game and take that inspiration that I already have and build on it. But before we do that, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button and also hit that bell notification. That way you guys can stay up to date when I drop more videos just like this one. We're gonna jump on these piano keys and hopefully these fingers can make some musical magic. Let's do it. Okay guys, as you can see, we got Ableton Live pulled up. Okay, what we're gonna do is freestyle some melodies on the MIDI keyboard. For you guys that can't really play the keyboard that well, but you kind of can get your notes down just a bit, what you do is slow down the BPM of the track, and then you can play the notes slow. That way you can get your parts down to the best of your ability, and then you can always go back in there and speed up the track. So I'm gonna keep it at 145. That's pretty slow for me. I don't really know what I'm gonna play. I kind of got a vibe of what I want, but when my hands hit the keys, it just kind of takes over and I just do what I do. All right, so I'm gonna pull up the SRX keyboard right here. Okay, so let's go on and just freestyle some stuff, man. Let's do it. Oh, I like that chord there, see? I like that. Very nice. And maybe I can go down like this. There we go. The first thing that I'll do is go inside my melody, highlight everything, and then I'll bring everything down just by holding Alt and then dragging one of the MIDI notes down. It'll drag all of them down, the velocity. I'm gonna hit Control D and duplicate that track again. So I have the same VST, and then I'm gonna go inside of there, double click, go inside of there, and I'm gonna erase all of the notes. I wanna play another set of notes on top of this. That's very minimal. What that's gonna do is kind of fill in the gaps of our already played piano melody. Very nice. I like that. Okay, we're gonna go it on and highlight both of these tracks, right click on them, and we're gonna freeze and flatten these tracks right here. This is gonna freeze and flatten it to audio. I know a lot of you guys may deal with the MIDI, keep the MIDI going. That's fine if you want to do that. I just like to render down to audio because I know it's a lot of things that you can do with audio files. You can flip it, chop it, reverse it, do all kind of crazy stuff with an audio file. But that's fine if you want to keep it in MIDI. On the first track, I'm gonna grab an EQ. Let's go on and work with the EQ. Let's bring out the presence of this melody. Let's do it. I brought out a little bit of the topping of the piano. I kind of tamed the mids down a little bit. I kind of shelved down the lows, making sure I didn't get rid of the ambience of the piano. Basically, what I'm doing is making this piano as soft as I can, but still keeping all of the presence and all of the vibe to it. Now I'm going to put a little reverb on that just to kind of give it a little bit of space. Let's do it. Okay, so on our next track, I'm going to pull up the SRX E piano. This is going to give us a softer vibe. All I want is just the chords. That's it. Just this chord and then this chord. That way I can play some riffs in between that's going to kind of match with our melody. came out really, really nice. Felt good to play that, man, for real. Bring out a little bit of that presence right here. And then I'm gonna take down just the low end a little bit. Still want it to vibe, so I'm taking it down just a bit. I'm gonna use a different compressor. I'm gonna use the 2A. This compressor is gonna bring up that tone a bit, and then I'm just gonna lower the volume down to soften it. Let's do it. Make sure I catch those peaks. Okay, now that I have these 3 tracks right here, it's a basis for the melody. I'm going to go ahead on and raise up the tempo. Remember, we slowed the tempo down so we can play the notes how we wanted to on the keyboard. Let's just raise it up to maybe about, let's say about 168, something like that. Ooh, that's it. That's it. Okay, so now I want to play just a nice little top melody to kind of blend well with what we have going on here. I'm going to go back to that keyboard SRX plugin right here, and we're going to make sure that we play that nice top melody and blend in a few notes to make sure that we have something on the higher end of the scale. Oh, nice. Really, really nice. I'm not going to quantize that. We're not going to do nothing to it. All I'm going to do is just go in, highlight everything, and soften the notes again. Let's go ahead on and hit that with some delay. Okay, I want to bring some ambience to the track, so I'm going to drop a pad on there. I got the expand VST pulled up. I'm in the deep pad preset right here. We're going to keep this really, really light just to give it some ambience in the background. I want to leave the sides to give it that ambience, but we're just taking out that mid. Now you have that tone that's just hanging around in the background. I got this bass from the Expand VST. I love using this bass. It's the soft finger bass. I love using this bass because I get to kind of play those licks like a bass player. You know, I'm kind of rusty, but we're going to see if we can get it done. That felt really, really nice. Drop it down to the bass octave. And then I'm going to take these notes and I'm going to soften them all by bringing the velocity down. It's going to make it a little bit smoother. I love the way this is coming out. This is what happens when you just relax, kind of freestyle on the keys and just create. All right, I dragged this guitar loop in right here. It sounds like this. I'm going to see if I can chop this up and kind of rearrange it in a certain way to where it now fits a little bit of the melody better. Let's start that first piece a little bit off like this. And then maybe we could put it again right here. Something like that. And then right here is where the chord is going to change. So let's find another piece of the guitar that's going to do something like that. Maybe this piece right here. Let's see if we can put that in there like this. Oh, maybe this right here can go right here. Let's pull this over here, and then we're going to loop this over like this. Okay, and then we're going to just grab everything and duplicate that over. Oh, maybe I could take this like this and put this right here to end it. Let's put a guitar amp on there. Gonna make it a little bit funky, man. Let's grab this one, kind of like a funk one. We're gonna work with a little bit of this. Let's take the overdrive down just a little bit. And then we're gonna kind of work with the filter a little bit. Oh, I found a nice little vocal hit to put in there. I'm going to drag that in there and see if we can put that somewhere in there. I think right here. Let's see. I want to muffle that off a little bit. I got another vocal I want to slide in there. Maybe I can work this one in there some kind of way. We're going to see. Oh, maybe I could put that somewhere right here. I want that one to be a little bit more higher tone, so I'm going to cut a little bit more of this stuff out. That's nice. Maybe I could put the last part of that vocal like... All right, just to save time, I found another vocal part and I kind of chopped it up already. So I kind of just chopped it up and put some hits in there to kind of fill in the gaps. Now that we got the vocals, the melodies, everything is sounding amazing, I'm going to go on and arrange the sample and get ready for the drums. I'm going to be right back with you guys.
A few moments later.
All right, we got the sample arranged. Now we can go on and get the drums rocking. Let's do it, man. All the drum sounds I got today, I'm going to be using my Cerebral drum kit. Let's go into the one shots folder, grab a snare. That way we can get this thing rocking. Let's see if we can use that. Let's layer that with snare 3. I'm going to group those two like that, hitting Control G. And now I can affect them both. I can just bring down the volume of them both. Let's grab a hi-hat. Let's use hi-hat 3. I'm just lay down a simple 2-step real quick for now. Ooh. Maybe right here, let's give ourselves more notes, put a roll in here like this, angle the velocities down. Let's put this one, pitch this one down a little bit. Let's find a counter hi-hat. 16 will work just fine. Let's do it. Let's go right here. I'm gonna lower the velocity on this second one right here. I'm gonna use 20 as an accent. Ooh, and that's all I need right there, man. Let's go ahead and duplicate that over. Put an open hi-hat in there. I think I'm gonna use 2 right here. It's gonna be crazy. You know what? I'm gonna put another open hi-hat in there. One of the deep ones. Let's go for that number 7 right there. We're gonna just put that like sparingly. Do something like that, just like that. Let's go on and rock out with the 808. Man, we're gonna use number 5, my version of the spins. Let's get it. Maybe like this. Make it go down, and then that'll loop us back into the bar. Put a double one right here. So look at all this space I got in between my 808s. Like when I tend to have melodic tracks, I don't want the 808 to run ham just because it's an 808 and it has to knock. I just want the 808 to be a supporting cast, just to hit on some points to where it just gives the track a little bit of flair. I'm gonna let the melodies do all of the work whenever I have a track that's this melodic. Normally, I just kind of let the 808 do its thing, but I think I'm gonna rock with a kick in this track right here. So let's grab a kick. I think I'm gonna use 22 right there. Let's go ahead on and use that one. Whenever I have a double one like this closer together, I tend to lower just the first one down so the second one could seem like it's a hop. I think we can just duplicate this over and it should fall. Maybe I could put some effects in there. Let's put this in there right here somewhere. I think I'm gonna put that somewhere in the beginning right here. There may be a riser going into the verse. Maybe listen right here. Maybe a crash as well. Let's go to the cymbals. Kind of like this one right here. Let's put that one in there. Ooh, let's bring the volume up. I like that. I like that. Maybe a little perk sound. Go it on and put 9 in there. Give it a little bit more of a bounce. Woo, that's it. That's it. Duplicate that over. I think that does it for the beat. We came out with an awesome, amazing vibe. To be honest, I didn't even know the melody was going to turn out this fire, but this thing is a vibe. Do me a favor, make sure y'all drop y'all comment below. We're going to play the beat. That way y'all can do that. And yeah, man, this is what we ended up with. Let's check it out. Ooh, melodies with the bass is smooth. I love that. Let's go. Purple World made that. Let's go. Oh. This cold. This is it. It's it. Quite possibly, I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that this is in the top 5 beats that I've made on this channel. Drop your comment below and let me know if you think this is one of the top 5. Do that for your boy, man. Let's see who in the comments say top 5 or top 10. I say top 5. Maybe some of you guys may say top 10. Drop your comment below. Let me know which one it is, and let me also know how you enjoyed the beat. I would really appreciate that. Smash that thumbs up button as well. That way I can go ahead on and get more of these videos out to you guys. Remember, all of the drum sounds that you heard here, all of the effects, everything is from that Cerebral drum kit. I'll leave that link in the video description. Make sure you also check out my new perennial loop kit that has melodies just like this in it. That is also available on the website, and that's my gift to you guys for just rocking out with me and always supporting the channel, man. I appreciate that. I had fun cooking up this beat, man. As always, I love you guys. Thank y'all for tuning in, man. Make sure y'all keep making music, and I'm gonna catch you guys in the next video. Peace.